Hey guys, my name is Shivani. I garden in Central Florida, USDA Zone 9B, and today I want to teach you a really simple method of composting. It's called the lasagna composting method. You throw things together into a pile, you walk away for a couple months, and you end up with beautiful compost that you can then use in your garden. If you're interested, let's get started. So here we are in an area of my garden that I use as a walkway between my garden beds. Right now I just have cardboard and then mulch on top, and it's doing fine to suppress the weeds, but I figured let's really utilize this space. So we're gonna try the lasagna method of composting. This is basically where you alternate layers of brown and green compost material. You leave it alone, and at the end of around 6 months it should produce compost that you can use in your garden. And guys, compost is expensive, so if there's any area in my garden where I can make it for free, then I'm gonna try to do it. So here we have a bucket of the green material. So I have some veggies, a lot of citrus peels from our nearby citrus fields, where we get our free tangerines sometimes. And here we have a bucket of brown material. So great things to use here would be cardboard or newspaper or leaves, which I have here, or even mulch. If you're going to use newspaper, make sure that it is not the glossy type, because the glossy type really doesn't compost as well as just the plain newspaper. So we're gonna get started. So right now I already have a layer of brown, so we're gonna add a layer of green. So this apple, you can technically throw this in just whole. You can also cut it up. Obviously it's gonna decompose faster if it's cut up, but today I'm feeling a little lazy, so we're just gonna go with what we have. So the keys to this method, if you're going to do it in a garden aisle like I am to maximize your space, is you want to keep the green layers fairly thin. You want to keep the brown layers kind of concave so that none of the green organic material spills out of the side. You also want to avoid using things that are going to attract pests, specifically meat and dairy products. While you can technically compost those, I wouldn't recommend doing it outside. I would recommend composting those in a covered area. So right now we're just using veggies. We're gonna use roughly a 3-to-1 brown to green ratio. So right now we have our green layer and it's time for our brown layer. So I have some more green material and there's a puppy smelling the camera. The bigger your pile is, the faster it's going to heat up and decompose. So take that into account. It seems like everything's settled in really well. I have a couple of things going against me with this garden, and the biggest issue is that there's quite a big slope. So as you can see, the compost and the leaves have kind of collected onto one side, but once it becomes even, we'll add more things on top and then straighten it out. But so far, it's looking really good. We haven't had any pests out here, and all the organic material is pretty much covered. Well guys, thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed seeing this process with me. This is going to be my first time trying something like this, so I'm really excited to see how it turns out, and I can't wait to bring you guys along. Until then, happy growing!